I would like to extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you who has chosen to join this year's Michael Sobel Hospice Light Up a Life ceremony. In a year that has certainly been like no other, we were keen to provide an opportunity for you to remember your loved ones, despite the challenges of COVID-19 and lockdown. Whilst the Michael Sobel Hospice team would rather be here at the lecture hall, seeing you all in person and offering you a hug or a smile, sadly, it's simply not possible for us to be together. However, we hope the readings, addresses, and music that we have collated will bring you some comfort and the opportunity to remember those relatives and friends you have lost. Since the hospice inpatient unit reopened in January this year, we are extremely proud that the team have cared for almost 200 people with life-limiting illnesses. They have adapted in numerous ways to cope with COVID-19, and despite the restrictions, have enabled relatives to continue visiting their loved ones in the hospice. Michael Sobel Hospice continues to provide a vital service within our community, but we have only been able to achieve this thanks to the generous support of our donors. As you can imagine, this has been a very difficult year for fundraising, so all the donations we have received in 2020 have been very greatly received, perhaps now more than ever. Thank you for your continued support. I really hope you will find comfort in our virtual Light Up a Life ceremony this year. Wherever you are and whoever you are with, it's important to remember that our loved ones will remain in our hearts, always. And if you are struggling with the loss of a loved one, please don't forget that our team are here to help. Simply contact them using the number on our Light Up a Life webpage. This number will also be displayed at the end of the ceremony. Please do take good care and stay safe.
I heard your voice in the wind today, and I turned to see your face. The warmth of the wind caressed me, and I stood silently in place. I felt your touch in the sun today, and as its warmth filled the sky, I closed my eyes for your embrace, and my spirit soared high. I saw your eyes in the window pane as I watched the falling rain. It seemed as each raindrop fell, it quietly said your name. I held you close in my heart today. It made me feel complete. You may have died, but you are not gone. You will always be a part of me. As long as the sun shines, the wind blows, the rain falls, you will live on inside of me forever, for that is all my heart knows.
We're here today, united by feelings of loss and love. The loss of those we've loved, our love for them, and their love for us. Love that will remain in our hearts forever. The death of someone we love, and the thought of having to endure our life without them, can at times feel so hard to bear. They've been part of our past. They're part of who we are now. And they've been part of our future. So it can feel as if we've lost a part of ourselves. So what comfort can be found then? I do not claim for one moment to be able to find words that will ease away all the pain, nor should I. I can only say that grief and love go hand in hand, and that your grief is a measure of the love that surrounded your loved one. Only the unloved are unmourned. But as the late Nelson Mandela once said, this much I'm reasonably certain of, that there are much worse emotions to have to live with than sadness, however vast and deep that sadness might be. It can be uplifting, invigorating, strengthening, motivating, and above all, a powerful reminder of how much that person still matters, and always will. And in this there may lie some consolation. When someone dies, the impact they've made in their life continues. They live on in our memories, and sometimes in the strengths or characteristics that we've inherited. We may find we share some of their values or priorities, or that we can access some of their wisdom within ourselves. We might feel motivated to make changes in how we live our lives, as live them we must. It's no tribute to our loved one or their love for us if we fail to live our remaining life as well as we can. So while they're no longer physically here with us, we will carry something of our loved ones into the future. Their death does not end our relationship with them. It simply forges a new type of connection, one based not on physical presence, but on memory, spirit, and love. Your loved one will live on in your hearts and minds, and you will never lose their love and concern for you. These will remain within you forever. You who breathed in their values, experienced their wisdom, or inherited their strengths, you'll carry forward their legacy. So although the thread of your loved one's life has been cut, that bright thread has been tightly and permanently woven into the tapestry of your life. They'll always be part of your story and of the person who you will, in time, become. They are now within you.
Do Not Stand at My Grave and Weep by Mary Elizabeth Fry. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft star that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Thank you.
We remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, when we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have a joy we crave to share, when we have decisions that are difficult to make, when we have achievements that are based on them, we remember them. At the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, at the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of summer, at the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. At the rising of the sun and its setting, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now part of us, as we remember them.
This candle represents our grief. The pain of losing you is intense. It reminds us of the depth of our love for you. It represents our courage to confront our sorrow, to comfort each other, to change our lives. We light this candle for our love. Your light will always shine. Your memory will give us strength. As we share this day of remembrance with family and friends, we cherish the special place in our hearts that will always be reserved for you. We thank you for the gift that your living brought to each of us.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. When you're down and out on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See
A reading from No Matter What by Debbie Galori. Does love wear out? Said Small. Does it break or bend? Can you fix it? Stick it? Does it mend? Oh, help, said Large. I'm not that clever. I just know I'll love you forever. Small said, but what about when we're dead and gone? Would you love me then? Does love go on? Large held Small snug as they looked out at the night, at the moon in the dark and the stars shining bright. Small, look at the stars, how they shine and glow. But some of those stars died a long time ago. Still they shine in the evening skies. Love like starlight never dies.
This lovely lady sat and song, and to her child called, say, my son, my brother, my father dear, why liest thou in hay? My sweet and breed glass, it is fitted, though thou be king, very, very, but nevertheless I will not cease to sing by my dear mother, when time it be, thou take me up on loft, and set me upon thy knee, and handle me full soft, and in thy arms thou hear me warm, and keep a night and day, night and day. If that I weep and may not sleep, thou sing bye bye, lulay, lulay. Thou sweetest song, say it is so, that all thing is at thy will. I pray thee grant me a boon, if it be both right and still, that child or man that will or can be merry upon my day, to bliss can bring, and I shall sing.
When Great Trees Fall by Maya Angelou. When great trees fall, rocks on distant hills shudder, lions hunker down in tall grasses, and even elephants lumber after safety. When great trees fall in forests, small things recoil into silence, their senses eroded beyond fear. When great souls die, the air around us becomes light, rare, sterile. We breathe briefly, our eyes briefly see with a hurtful clarity. Our memory, suddenly sharpened, examines, gnaws on kind words unsaid. Promised walks never taken. Great souls die, and our reality, bound to them, takes leave of us. Our souls, dependent upon their nurture, now shrink, wizened. Our minds, formed and informed by their radiance, fall away. We are not so much maddened as reduced to the unutterable ignorance of dark, cold caves. And when great souls die, after a period of peace, blooms slowly and always irregularly, spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibration. Our senses restored, never to be the same, whisper to us, they existed, we can be and be, better for they existed.
So now, as we come to the end of this ceremony, as we honour the loved ones in our hearts, let us commit ourselves to carrying forward their light in our lives. As we cherish the memories we hold dear, may we find comfort in the understanding and strengths that we've developed as we've lived with our loss. And let us give thanks for those who've been our support. May we continue to find courage and hope, and may we go forward knowing that we're blessed and held in love, and that we're not alone. Let us go with peace in our hearts.
Sicut cervus desiderata gentes, Amen.